doing some live tarot readings. Drinking our water, just relaxing on a Thursday evening, seeing how it's going. Let's see, where's my phone? Hello, how's it going? How is everybody doing this evening? I believe we're live. I need to check. I see people, so that's a good start. Rowan's Impressions, Chantel, it's good to see you. Thank you very much for joining. Let's see, where's the live streams? Crystal, hello. Chantel, hello. Laura, how are you? Sage Advice Shared. Now that's a good name. I like that name. Bonita, I like that name as well. How are you? How are you doing, Bonita? And Duo, how's it going? Who else we got here? What's next for me and Virgo in Love? TS, welcome TS. Got some new people today. If you have not subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. We have many videos. I think we have 700 videos at this point. So yeah, if you're interested in some good stuff, there we got some good stuff on the channel. Emily Fitch, hello to you as well. Sir Trellis, welcome back. It's good to see you. Teresa K, how are you doing? Chuck Mintzify, how are you? I'm thirsty tonight, so we have the water handy. All right. If you have not checked out the Kickstarter, that is coming soon. We have about 10 more days before I start it. Link in the channel there. If you want to click that and follow, you'll be notified when the Kickstarter starts for these beautiful cards, which we are going to get printed after the Kickstarter is up. And our new printer has a 2-week turnaround, so you will get your decks startlingly fast, which is always good. Leon, hello. Salma, Nikki, hello. How's it going? Teresa K. Janena, hey, how are you? And Ishtar, welcome back. Nadia, welcome back as well. Nikki and Alyssa, may I join the list? Sure. Latoya, blah. There you go. I like that. Just ask your question. I pick randomly. Donations take priority, obviously. Salma, all right. Good to be back. Hello, everyone. Miss Wheats, how is it going? Christina Williams, first-time watcher. Glad to see you live. Well, it's good to have you. Well, Pavel and I end up in a romantic relationship. Let's do a love reading here. So, a love reading for, let's see, Selma. Will P and I end up in a relationship? All right, let's find out if you and that person will end up in a relationship. So for this one, a good deck for that one actually would be the Light Seers Tarot. The Light Seers Tarot by Chris Ann, one of my favorite decks. This one is damaged, but they are sending me a replacement. By the way, I have 3 decks on the way. They released a couple of the February decks early. So I have that coming in the news program, which is coming out Sunday, this weekend, Sunday-ish. So we'll find out about your question right now. So let's see. Let's turn off the Light Seers Tarot banner. There we go. And find out about if you will end up in a relationship. Page of Pentacles, King of Cups, 7 of Cups. A lot of different factors going on here as far as you ending up in a relationship. The first one is going to be sort of these people that are involved. It looks like there's more people involved than what you're expecting. In other words, there could be some people that have opinions on the relationship. There could be people that P is interested in, as well as people that you are interested in. We have a lot of different options as far as that's concerned. And we have a lot of cups as well. So there's some emotions involved with this, right? It's going to be maybe some connections to other people, maybe some interest in other people, but it appears that both of you pretty much have other options, or both of you have different options as far as where you want to sort of go with relationship-wise. It is sort of difficult to hop into a relationship sometimes when you're just not in that mode, or you're just not feeling it kind of thing. And so we have the Hermit, and the Hermit is sort of looking over here towards this direction of many choices, or a bunch of different things happening, and different aspects of people sort of come to light, right? Sometimes you have somebody you're interested in, maybe they're not interested in you, and then you have another person, you kind of have a crush on them, and then you have another person that's interested in you, but you're not really sure. So you have a lot of different factors going on, and the whole thing is just sort of a mess at this point as far as P and yourself being in a relationship. Again, we do have other people involved. We do have sort of a focus on other people, on other choices. We do have sort of not really feeling it sometimes as far as the relationships go. But as far as you getting into a relationship, I mean, it is entirely possible, but it's going to be one of those things where you're both sort of feeling it. Right now, it just doesn't look like you're both feeling it. And that could come around over time. That could be something that's solved once you get to know each other better, or, a lot of different things. Or some of the people that are involved with other people sort of settle down. Maybe the people that had the crush on you doesn't have the crush on you anymore. Maybe you're not interested in this person. Maybe you're not seeing this person, or they're not seeing this person. So it seems to be a lot of different factors involved that are basically sort of delaying it. But as far as will you get in a relationship quickly, or is this a fast relationship, or is this a long-term relationship type thing, it's going to be a lot of different moving parts to that answer. So you're going to have to work that out. Mimi, hello, how are you? Laura, welcome back. It's good to see you. Chartrellis, thank you so much for your donation. Let's see, I'd like to know how I'm going to find my shamanic teacher. All right, let's find out about that. So, Chartrellis, thank you for the donation, by the way. I greatly appreciate it. Chartrellis wants to know how to find shamanic. My computer stopped responding. How I'm going to find. All right, let's find out. So we can use the This Might Hurt Tarot for that one. If I can locate it. There it is. We have so many tarots on the table. I absolutely love this deck. They really did a good job with this. Isabella Rotman did a fantastic job with this. The card quality is just unmatched. I mean, it is unmatched card quality, and the edges are beautiful and everything. So I absolutely adore the This Might Hurt Tarot. And it does not hurt, by the way. Even though it might hurt, it doesn't actually hurt. I guess may hurt somebody. Somebody may have gotten injured on a corner or an edge, or maybe they dropped them on their foot. You don't know. You just don't know. I like big spreads. We'll do this. I like big spreads. Let's check this out. All right, how are you going to find your shamanic teacher? Well, that's a good question. First is the Hanged Man, talking about that sort of looking in a place that you're not looking, or looking in a direction that you're not looking. So the Hanged Man points us to variable differences in how you're approaching the situation, or how you're sort of jumping in to the situation. It could be a factor of looking in a different place, or trying a different style of searching, or searching in a place that maybe you're not really expecting. And you could be sort of widening your possibilities as well, trying to sort of get comfortable, or get a feel for where to get your intuition in tune with this particular question. The one thing about the Hermit in this particular thing, the Hermit in this case is shining a light in the direction of the Hanged Man, sort of more getting out there and searching, or being more active in your search as well, right? The Hermit, sort of that closed down Virgo, maybe a bit of the OCD Virgo type feel within this card, and sort of shining a light on maybe get out more into the searching, or get into the searching a bit more, and sort of embrace the search itself, rather than looking for the end point. So once you get into the search, your intuition can pick up a lot of different things, which is sort of the Page of Swords. You're sort of talking to your intuition and having to get a bit more feel for what it's saying, because it, again, is looking back over at the Hermit, sort of more of a get out, get your intuition in tune, and sort of communicate with maybe your spiritual guides, things like that. So try to get that communication, or try to get guidance in a lot of different ways, as we have pointing over here to the emperor. So the emperor, why does it think that's a face? So the emperor thinks pretty much as that you will find your shamanic teacher. You're very close. You're getting closer, Then as you sort of hone your intuition, as you put these factors into place, it's really going to help as far as the hermit going into the hangman, activating that surge, getting serious about the surge, and I think that you'll make a lot of progress. The emperor sort of points me to the actual finding of, that particular, your particular shamanic teacher. And so that's really going to be a positive thing. And the Four of Pentacles, again, pretty much says, once you sort of find that, or once you find your teacher, once you find a teacher that's able to give you what you need in many of those respects, make sure to hang on to them. Make sure to show some respect to the teacher and stuff like that, and thank them and things like that. So sort of be thankful within your heart and be thankful within your just yourself that you found your teacher and your teacher's able to guide you in the ways that you need to be guided in those particular aspects. Hopefully that resonated. Let's find out. John Wood, hi, Liverpool, England here. Welcome from Liverpool, England. What time is it in Liverpool, England as well? Joseph, welcome back. Isadar, welcome. Sid, it's good to see you again. And your trucker. There you go. So that would, sounds like you are sort of out. Use your intuition, sort of get in tune with that and see if that works out. What is R's real intentions with me? Man or woman? Emperor points to man, definitely man. We got the man emperor card right there. Alyssa, thank you so much for your donation. I really appreciate it. Me and M will start again and reconcile. All right, let's find out. So Alyssa wants to know, will M and I start again and reconcile? All right, let's find out about the reconciliation between you and M and I. What is PHP? Does anybody know what format that is? I'm kind of curious now. All right, the golden wheel, by the way, is what we will use for this. I love the golden wheel. This is a deck that I did not originally get, and then Zach from the Tiger's Abyss told me, you absolutely need to get this deck. So I'm like, all right, I'll get this deck. But yeah, it is such a great deck. Look how colorful that is. It's so bright and beautiful. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And the imagery and everything. I love the watercolor type style on here as well, too. So this is a great deck for love readings, in my opinion. I think it really sort of goes along with that pretty good. So this is the Golden Wheel Tarot. Look at that, the 9 of Wheels. So talk about a reconciliation. I do see maybe a different direction for you. Let me move the computer here and get this moved because this is starting to bother me. All right, maybe you have a different direction. Look how bright this is. Maybe you have a different direction in store than the reconciliation, which is sort of pointing this out. So again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Never construe anything a random dude on YouTube says about tarot cards to be something you need to take action on. So use your better judgment with relationships, love, money, lawyers, and everything else. Thank you so much. All right, so 9 of Wheels. So we're sort of putting out that it's where you've planted things and they have sort of sprouted. You've planted the earthly type feelings. You planted the relationship and stuff like that, and it sort of sprouted, and it sort of came to be just sort of a better relationship, and things were going quite well. And it does sort of look like that there is a mini replica or mini reconciliation sort of lined up, right? So this points me to a mini reconciliation. When I say that, I say, Ishtar, thank you so much. I appreciate the donation. We'll get to your question in just a minute. So again, a mini reconciliation. What is that? That means that there is a reconciliation coming, but it's not a full reconcile, or it's not a full repair of the relationship, right? Once you sort of have a split, or once you have a relationship go awry, you can't really put it back together again. Sort of the Humpty Dumpty situation. We can glue it together, we can sort of put it together, but whatever caused the split in the first place is still looming off in the background. And it's sort of like that is happening with the Nine of Wheels and the Six of Cups. So again, we have that planted relationship, we have a good relationship, and we're trying to sort of pick that back up, or we're trying to sort of make a reconciliation. But it comes at sort of this inconsistent reconciliation, or this inconsistent relationship that's just not super, super strong or super, super firm, and it's a bit, wavy, a bit too wavy possibly. And then after that, you have sort of this new journey or this new adventure or somebody new that you're actually running into that is going to be a bit, that is going to be, something that you're more interested in after the reconciliation goes awry. So the reconciliation could be there. We could be looking at a mini reconciliation, maybe not something that's super serious that lasts a long time, but we do have a reconciliation that doesn't ultimately work out, and you end up with a different relationship. And this is a good relationship. We have the Ace of Cups following the Fool. What a wonderful combination. The Fool points to that new journey or that new launching spot out of the gate, something new, something exciting, something that you really embrace. And this particular Fool is reaching up towards the moon, is looking at something in the skies, is sort of connecting you with your emotions, is being very passionate, a very good relationship. And the Ace of Cups again points to that high note, or that new really passionate relationship that you're going to have, which is fantastic. And then we have the World, which means a relationship ultimately works out to be something that you can sort of sink your teeth into. I guess that's a bad terminology for that. But the relationship is something where you can just leap in and have fun and be passionate and be really connected with your new person. Because these three cards are just absolutely fantastic for a new relationship. And this really sort of points me to that, you could really be looking at a long-term relationship, something that's super, super good, and something that you could be excited about. So you can look for that, I would just guess, maybe in the next 5 to 7 months. You're looking at this new relationship. It's really going to explode, and it's going to be something that you can really rely on. It's just a fantastic set of cards there at the end. So that looks like a lot of fun. That looks like quite a lot of fun. Let us know how that works out and see what happens with all that. Duo of One, Thomas, hello. It's good to see you. Tazah, hello. Hello, Streamlabs. Have screenshots, receipts. Does anyone get done today? What? This date wasn't done. Have screenshots, receipts. Tazah? Oh, Tazah. Post your question. If I missed something yesterday because we were busy, post your question in chat, and I will put a marker on the stream and do a separate video just for you. So Tazah, please post your question in there, and we'll see. We'll get you a different video or a separate video for that. Sometimes I get super, super busy, and I miss one. If I missed one, I'm sorry. We will catch that. We'll make a dedicated video for you. Old lover coming back. All right, or new lover. All right, old lover or new lover? That is the question. We'll find out. All right, let's see. So for this one, let's use the Thoth. I think the Thoth would be a fantastic deck for this particular one. Find out about that. Fancy Dress, I like that name. So really appreciate your kindness. No problem, Tazah. Post your question in detail in chat, or you can email me. My email address is in the description. It's taro.and.coffee@gmail. You can also email me as well. Just mention that you're Tazah. All right, so let's put this out and find out about old lover or new lover. Are we going old style or new style for this? We'll find out and see what kind of cool cards we can get with the Thoth. It's absolutely my favorite deck, as you can tell. A lot of care and love went into trimming that and making it great. Gonna say, wow, we have an interesting spread here. As far as old lover or new lover, I'm gonna say new lover. We have this great combination here, right? We have this great combination between these two forces. One is that almost a seeking out and finding, or looking and finding almost immediately. It's almost like that you're really, really prepared for a new relationship. you're really trying to stretch out and find that relationship that you can really blend with, or that you can really just sort of embrace. And a lot of your previous relationships have been filled with some challenges, a lot of challenges with sort of getting the right person, a lot of challenges with making a bad decision with the relationship and not knowing until later, a lot of challenges with, you know, personality conflicts and people not being who they said they are. And I think you've had some dishonesty in the past that sort of come back to haunt you in several respects. So a lot of that question about new lover or old lover, I think some of the old lovers that you have had are really people that you really wouldn't want to embrace again, or you maybe, you know, it's one of those things to where you do have that place to where you're ready for some love, or you're ready for some companionship, and you're looking back with rose-colored glasses on some of the old loves that you've had, but some of them have just been bad. Some of them have just been, you know, with people that you really don't want to deal with again. But, you know, when you're seeking out and you're ready for companionship, a lot of times you sort of ignore some of those faults. So we're looking at new love. This is definitive new love, right? We have both of these. It's really, really pointing towards that new love, and something that's going to be very enlightening for you. When I say enlightening, in other words, this person really has hobbies and interests and things like that that you've never heard of, or you've never sort of embraced. And you're able to get that relationship and get those hobbies and get those interests and sort of incorporate it within your personality. And all of a sudden you have all these cool things, right? It's like I had a girlfriend once who loved board games, and I've never really gotten serious into board games. And then, I mean, from there on, I'm always interested in board games. I have a big ton of board games now. So it's one of those things to where you have the mutual hobbies sort of blending in, and you find things that you're really passionate about. And we have a lot of excellent pointers as far as this new relationship is coming, right? So it looks like the new relationship will be with a Pisces. I believe that we have quite a bit of sort of hints that the new relationship will be with a Pisces. And it's going to be something where you're going to have to sort of be fine with their instability, or be fine with almost like this reverse Taurus, right? Be fine with a bit of instability. The person may have, sort of changing opinions, or things that they do that are maybe not so stable, maybe a couple of bad habits or whatever, but you're going to have to sort of put up with that and sort of adjust to that, and try to encourage them to drop some of these bad habits, right? Some people maybe drink too much, or some people gamble too, or whatever. I don't know what the bad habit is, but they have some type of bad habit that you're going to have to sort of deal with, which is pointed to this instability right here as well. There's also going to be some difficulty sort of getting serious into the relationship. They may have a bit of hesitancy when it comes to relationships, so you're going to have to sort of ease into that. Be patient with them, and as far as going forward and getting into a relationship, and just sort of relax into it and let it happen. It's not going to be something that you're going to be able to force. You're not going to be able to get that influence and just force it through. It's not going to be possible. So you're going to have to be patient, be understanding, and be loving with this with the Pisces. And I think everything will work out. And ultimately, we have just this fantastic spread for a new relationship. I think everything's going to be great. I mean, that is an amazing spread for a new relationship. Only thing we should do is throw in the Lover's card, or throw in the Two of Cups or something, and we'd have just the ultimate spread right there. I mean, that was such a great selection of cards. It was great. It's your birthday, Janena. Thank you so much for your donation. I'd love to know, is there a chance of a baby this year? Let's try that out. Let's see how we go here. Taza, move on. Okay, Taza, I appreciate it. I will make your video when I get home from work tomorrow. It'll be my first priority, and I'll post that video then. Let's see. Wants to know, baby for me this year. All right, let's try that out and see if there is a baby coming this year. For this one, what would be fantastic is the what's a good baby card deck that I like? Oh, you know what? The Prince. It's got to be the Prince. It's got to be the Little Prince. This is so cute. It's a small deck, and it's just cute. And I did buy the book. I haven't read the entire thing yet, but I did buy the book, and I'm reading The Little Prince, but I need to I need to get serious with it and sit down and read the whole thing. I mean, it's not like a long book, but I just, life is busy sometimes. You're trying to get to all of this stuff, and I think it'd be kind of fun to get through that book and to sort of dig into it, especially since I use this deck so much. I mean, I absolutely love this deck. I just love all tarot. I have a few decks coming, and I am too excited about that. No doubt about it. All right, so let's find out about having a baby this year. Do we have any baby type things or any things that would point to that? Let's see, Page of Wands, Queen of Pentacles. I don't see anything that would just immediately jump out at me. And I'll say that, let's say the Empress. If the Empress was here, that would immediately jump out at me as something that would really sort of point to a baby or something that would point to that. I think that you're sort of on the way, and I think that you do have a baby eventually coming, but I think it's going to be a bit, I don't know. I think it's going to be just a bit delayed. In other words, maybe not 2020, but maybe early 2021. And I say that because mainly of the Page of Wands. The Page of Wands is coming after the Seven of Wands, sort of that defensive mode, or trying to, move forward with that, and that Wands, that interference almost with the Seven of Wands, right? And it's almost like in the card that there's some distance between you and where you want to go, and there's some factors involved that need to get organized or need to get worked out before we can sort of move forward with that. The King of Swords and Justice sort of point to, again, a balance of trying to get everything prepared, trying to get everything where you need it. A lot of different factors are sort of working. It's almost like the working on it. A lot of different factors have to be involved, or a lot of different factors need to be aligned in order for this to happen. It's not something that is just going to happen this year. And again, we're looking at the delay. Almost early 2021, right? Almost early 2021, like we're talking maybe February, March of 2021, that you'll get the news. And I think this will be something to where you can have some good news in 2021. As far as 2020, again, it looks delayed. I'm just reading the cards. Again, this is not medical advice. I'm not a doctor. I'm just telling you what cards are. Never take anything a random dude on YouTube says with tarot cards as to be medical advice. I'm just telling you what the cards say, and they basically say that there's a delay. There's things that need to be aligned properly. There's things that need to be done prior to this happening, and things are getting aligned and things are getting organized and moving forward as per the Page of Wands. We have the two wands. We have that fire element sort of moving forward. Queen of Pentacles, it's almost like that she's expecting. It's almost like that there's something happening with the Queen of Pentacles at the end, right? She finds something. She finds something that's valuable, and she has that feeling, and she has the roses, and she has the crown, and so the whole thing is sort of moving forward. The whole thing is getting the news. The news is coming, and it's looking positive for 2021. As far as 2020, again, it really it doesn't look like that it's going to be something that occurs this year again, but 2021 early, talking February, March, it looks really, really good. All right. Isatar, hello, welcome. Queen C, welcome. How are you? Latoya, welcome as well. Nomad and Bonita and Carolyn Jordan. Ashes, I have not seen you before. Welcome. Let's see. Should I take legal action regarding the doctor's company, even though my legal counsel has in store for me, please? Okay. All right. We will do one more, and then we will end for tonight. I'm here every night, as per that right there. I'm here every night. This weekend, we're going to have morning and after and evening. So 6:30 in the morning and 6:30 in the evening, Saturday and Sunday. So a ton of opportunities. If you didn't get your question answered, I apologize. Come back tomorrow night or this weekend, and we'll do that for that. All right, Nomad, you will be the last question. I need to get up and have some dinner after this. Let's see. Will I be called back to work? I greatly appreciate everyone watching. All of you are fantastic, and I appreciate you tuning in and watching me read tarot. I never thought I would have 40, 50 people come in and watch me read tarot cards, but it happened. So that is awesome. I'm really excited. All right, for this one, we'll use the Encore Tarot. The Encore, get it? The Encore, where you come back and have an encore at work. Oh, the bad jokes are flying tonight. The bad jokes are flying tonight. Tarot jokes. Who knew? Who knew that there would be tarot jokes on the channel? I never quite expected that. We'll try the Encore Tarot. I'd love to see some Lenormand readings. I completely agree, and those are coming. As well as, I'm going to have an interactive course to where people can join Discord, and I'll have a beginner's tarot course to where we can have a bunch of people hanging out, and I can share graphics like this one right here when I talk about Aries. We can talk about Aries and the Two of Wands and how Mars in Aries affects it. The Three of Wands, how Sun in Aries affects that particular card and things like that. So it'll be a lot of fun. Speaking of decks, by the way, if you like these cards, if you like these graphics, this is coming. This is coming a Kickstarter in about 10 days. Watch for that. Link in the chat. Link in the chat. If you like these cards, they are coming around. Weathering the Storm Intuition. This is one of my favorites. So that is actual art done by me, and you'll be able to get these cards. It comes with an Alexa app as well, which is exciting. So you can ask Alexa what strength means. Actually, it's the Alexa app is out right now if you want to ask Alexa for start echoes of nature. And then ask what your personal power means, and Alexa will tell you. It comes with a book as well. If you don't like Alexa, if Alexa is just too talkative for you, then you can read the book instead. But there's the choice. There's always the choices, which is what I want. Searching T on the cusp of tarot. Hello, hello. Ashes. Of course, sounds awesome. Yeah. And then I'll have Lenormand. We'll do that. And we'll do all sorts of stuff on the channel. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Will you get called back to work? All right, let's dive into that and find out. Let's see. What does it look like? It looks like the Page of Cups, maybe not so much. The choices, maybe not so much. Do you have another job lined up? Do you have another? So I'm saying you get called back to work. Are you one of those to where they'll lay you off for a certain period of time and then bring you back and lay you off for a certain time and bring you back? I assume that's what you're asking. Or were you sort of laid off, temporary layoff is what they called it, I think, or something. I don't think that's a proper term, but you know what I'm saying, to where you'll work for 3 months and then you wait and the same company will call you again and have you come back. So that's what I'm asking. So anyway, Latoya, thank you for your subscription. I greatly appreciate it. We have 700 videos to choose from, so browse around and see what you like. It looks like that you're sort of waiting for that. It looks like that you're being patient for that, right? The Hierophant, right? The Taurus influence. Do I have Taurus? The Taurus influence. There we go. The Taurus influence is sort of creeping out, right? You have that patience. You're trying to have that patience, and you're sort of just waiting and waiting. As far as going back to work, I do think that you will be going back to work. I mean, we have a definitive sign with the Eight of Coins of going back to work or getting that work, stuff like that. And the reason I ask you about the temporary work is because it's almost like that when you're back, you have other options, or you may have other options now to choose from. It's not like something to where you're just restricted to this one place or restricted to this two thing. I work 2 jobs. Okay, well, that would explain the choices then. So you have the different choices and you are working. The Queen of Swords, it's almost like that there's somebody at the old job or the job that you're asking about that sort of wants you back, and it's a lady that works at that job, or a lady manager that's sort of trying to get you back, and she's working behind the scenes trying to get you back. She liked your performance, she wants you back, she knows you. It's almost this factor of, I want this person back in the workplace, and if we can get them, it'd be great. But there's other people that are thinking about different people other than you. So it's a competition back and forth, right? Between her trying to get you back or trying to recruit you back and things like that. But it looks like, again, we have the work, we have the 8. I do think you will get called back. I don't think it's going to be, again, it looks like you have choices. I don't think this is something to where you're going to go back and this is going to be a career for the rest of your life. As far as that's concerned, it looks like, again, that you have choices, and some of those choices are going to be better for you emotionally, are going to be superior for you as far as job satisfaction or things like that. So my friend is upset with me. I caught my coworker stealing. She denied. My manager took me off the roster. My friend is upset with me. All right. So, but you will get called back. Yes. There is somebody fighting for you. There's somebody trying to get you back. You have other options available soon, if not now, for work, and they're going to be more job satisfaction or more emotionally satisfying than going back to where you were. It sounds like a lot of things where you were didn't really pan out, or there are a lot of stress or a lot of drama that you really don't want. But yeah, I mean, you'll go back and you'll have different options. But again, we're looking at options and the Page of Cups followed by, we're looking at the options are walking away almost, right? So anyway, so that's what I'm seeing. I'm seeing somebody fighting for you. You're going to have a better opportunity. I wouldn't just count on this one job being the end job. I think you have other opportunities coming, but there is someone fighting to get you back, and hopefully it all can work out. All right. Let me know if that resonates. I greatly appreciate it. And we'll get, again, Taza, we'll get your reading tomorrow, and I greatly appreciate it. Chris Ann, welcome, and Queen C as well. So thank you all for joining. I greatly appreciate you watching tonight. Again, I'll be back tomorrow night. It's Friday night. And I'll be back Saturday twice and Sunday twice. So if you want to come back and get a question answered, feel free. And again, Kickstarter soon. Make sure to ask Alexa about your personal power. Ask Alexa about weathering the storm, or friendship, or saving for winter, or wishful thinking, or strength. Alexa knows it all. If you're kind of curious about how these cards work, you'll be able to get your hands on the cards soon. And I'll let you know when the Kickstarter. Be sure to follow the Kickstarter. See you later, and have a great evening, everyone.